Alright, welcome back to my channel. I know I haven't made videos in quite some time, and I know this is probably a little bit different than what you're used to seeing here, but I did want to do a quick overview of my Saranac 146 that I set up for night fishing. We're here in Texas, so during the middle of the summer, fishing at night is about the only bearable fishing you can do. So we got this, and I wanted to get it all set up to be able to fish at night, make sure I was able to see in the canoe, outside of the canoe. Other boats were able to see me and everything as such. So to start, I put a floodlight and white beam on both front and aft back there. So I have a nice bright light on both front and rear. On the sides here, I have 4 LEDs, 2 here and 2 on that other side to illuminate the side of the boat. Now, moving inside, I mounted some downward facing LEDs here, 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 and here. So at night when these are on, they almost create a downward facing light and a wall of light that doesn't blind you, it doesn't get in your eyes, it literally almost stops right here. It's actually pretty nice. Then moving back here, I do have my trolling motor. It's the Minn Kota Endura Max 45. I got my nice marine battery. This is my lighting setup, which I still need to clean up a little bit, but everything is set on individual fuses for each set of lights, so that way if one shorts or blows, I don't lose everything. Come in here, click that on real fast, lights are connected, we're good to go. Come over here, I got my control panel here, which is going to give me my battery voltage, which is really nice. And then, where's that? You can also pull this off, and you have USB charging ports as well here in case you need to charge something. Alright, and then we have our individual switches. So this switch right here is going to work my inside lights here. This switch here is going to work my side lights here. So I have my inside lights, my outside lights. I don't have anything on this switch yet. I might hook my fish finder up to it. I haven't decided. And then I have my spotlight switch here, which turns on both front and rear spotlights here. And you can see it back there. And that is a very bright light at night. So going over everything else, well, I did put some wood. Actually, they're fence pickets in here. I just cut in half to give a little bit more stability here, being I have so much weight back here. Ultimately, I would like to get some more weight up front, either mount that battery up front or get some sort of live well to add some weight up here just to get better distribution. So my wife likes to sit up here. She took the backing off because she likes to stare at me while we fish. But no, seriously, we work as a team in here, so if we catch something, one has a net, one has a fish, we work as a team. We have this whole area that's illuminated that we can work with. It just makes it a lot easier for us to bring in the fish. So it's been real fun. We've been out probably 6 to 8 hours, a few evenings.
Can you turn the big light on, please?
Fishing away. Turn that spotlight on up front. But it's been fun. It really has. It was definitely a work in progress. You know, I'll put some pictures in here right now. Of just me wiring everything and getting everything mounted. I'm pretty sure I got some pictures of us out on the lake as well that I'll see if I can't add in here. And then a special thanks to my wife for making this video for me, or at least being my videographer. because this was kind of a pain in the butt to do myself. So. But overall, everything's coming along good. A little bit of tidying up, and I'm ready to do some fishing.
Yeah, me too.
Now, as far as for my trolling motor, I'm running a Minn Kota Endura Max 45 12 volt setup, 36-inch shaft. This is the digital version. It has the digital maximizer in it to give you, supposedly 5 times run time. I was pretty unfamiliar with exactly what kind of battery size I needed and how much battery a trolling motor would use, so I opted for this one just with the idea of getting more run time. And then I also have a pretty decent size battery in here as well, because the last thing I want to do is have to paddle my ass back. And as of right now, this thing, I've had it full power a few times. I do get a little bit of vibration out of it. I think a lot of it is just probably getting a little bit better, sturdier mount than this one here. But overall, the thing will push me about 4 miles an hour or so at about 3/4 throttle. It does have a little battery tester on here as well, and the handle does extend out to make it a little easier to grab from my seat here. But overall, I'm impressed with it. It does its job. It gets us around the lake or the creek, pretty nicely. Hadn't had any issues with it. You can see I just mount my fish finder right here on the bottom, which I would prefer in front, just because obviously I'm going forward. I'd like to see what I'm coming onto, not what I'm already past. But as of right now, that's where it's at. So I think building some sort of stronger mount here would probably be ideal too. It might eliminate some of the vibration, but overall it does pretty good for like $50 I paid for it or something. And as far as for the battery, I think probably spent 7-8 hours out on the lake at night running lights on and off. Obviously not the trolling motor the whole time. We usually find a spot, stop for an hour or so, and then move on to the next spot. And still never got below, I think, 12.2 volts or 12.1 volts on the battery. So and then I even have ran it a few days in a row without charging it, and no issues whatsoever. So I think I'm probably a little overkill on my setup, but I guess better safe than sorry, right?